Hi, my name is Rohit. Welcome to my channel, Loving Soulfully, where we talk about self-love, soul love, and divine love. Today I'm going to break a huge myth that's been part of our lives. Have you ever wanted to be a better person? Have you ever wanted to improve yourself? You know, the self-improvement movement that's been around for the last few decades, and of which we've had so many incredible proponents who've been trying to show us how to lead better lives and how to have peak performance and how to have and be an incredible person, right? Have you fallen for that? Because if you have, I'm going to show you I did too, and how I turned my thinking around to find an even more effective way to get there. I found that the methods being talked about by most people don't work, and I'm going to tell you all about it in just a moment. So what I was saying was that self-improvement methods that we've been pursuing have definitely helped and have definitely caused some improvement. But we're on a treadmill here, and a treadmill in which it often seems like there's no end. Like if I would ask somebody, what is the ultimate goal of self-improvement? I don't know. Do you have a goal? Do you have a destination? Do you know what it looks like? I don't think most people are aware of what that is. Maybe, if they can just somehow be kinder, more loving, perhaps perform better at work. These are some of the things most people come up with. And then by what yardstick do you measure success? And then how do you know how to get there? The problem with all of these things is you're going to see some people who are doing far better than you are. Some folks maybe who get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, who run, who exercise, who eat great food, who are positive, who are absolutely dynamic, energetic. Are they at the peak of self-improvement? Is that what it really means? I'm here to debunk most of this, and at the same time agree with some of it. So where I agree with is this: the human mind and body which we're trying to improve can certainly be improved, and all of these methods certainly help. I'm not trying to say that they're wrong, but I am saying that there is a far more effective way. And I'm also saying that if you continue on this one-dimensional platform of self-improvement, you may, as has happened with many people I know, find yourself feeling not good enough. You may find yourself comparing yourself to others and thinking, hey, there's something about them that somehow that they're able to get there, but I'm not. I'm not that special. I'm not that good. Maybe I'm not that worthy even. I don't know where you get stuck or what loophole you find yourself in, but these are some of the pitfalls of this kind of thinking. Those who achieve this kind of thinking may find themselves feeling very successful, maybe better than, maybe holier than thou. And it's a big, huge racket overall. One in which it's very easy to get stuck if you don't have a counterbalance. Let me talk about what that is. You might have heard about Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He talks about how our basic needs are our physical needs, like, just feeling safe in the world. Then comes the next step where we begin to look at relationships, love, belonging. From there we come to a place of self-esteem and ultimately to a place of self-actualization. What I find for most people is they rarely make it to that point of self-actualization. Most of us are caught up in the areas of safety and love and belonging and perhaps some self-esteem. Self-actualization is a vague concept that most of us don't even know what it really means. Let's talk about that. Because I believe if we invert the pyramid, that is, put self-actualization first, you will find it very easy to achieve all the other aspects of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, what then is self-actualization? This term has also been referred to as enlightenment, awakening. But unfortunately, even that gives us an idea of some great people who can get there, and not everybody can. And that leads us again down another rabbit hole of becoming followers, worshippers, and people who just kind of sit there in awe of these great gurus and awakened beings. And we think, oh, if only I could be that way. You don't need to be in that situation anymore. And let me tell you why. Awakening, enlightenment, or self-actualization begins with the self. The self really is your spirit, your soul, your higher self, if you want to call it that. Your essence. There are different words people use, but they're really for the same thing. They're for that spark of life that when it comes into our body, makes that body live. And when it leaves the body dies. It's like having the fuel that runs your car. It's like the electricity that turns on the light bulb. So it's the same thing. It's your spirit or your soul. In the ancient Sanskrit text, they would call it Atma or Atman, which means the same thing. So what it means is this is that thread of who I am. This is the identity. This is me, right? I have a body. I have a mind. I'm not those things. I have things, but I am the possessor of this body, mind, organism. I am the self. That self has been there since I was a child, and it will continue to be there when I get old. I will still be me, though my mind and body will constantly change. That self is what I'm referring to. That self is what you will find when you meditate, when you go within, and you will notice you feel peaceful. Where is that peace coming from? It's coming from the self. That self is in every way perfect already. It is enlightened already. It is actualized already. It does not need improvement. Okay? Now, what needs to happen is we need to learn how to access that. And I'll be showing you this process of how to get there over many videos. But I'll also tell you that one of the simplest techniques that has been around for thousands of years is meditation. But I'm going to show you ways in which to simplify that so that you can really, truly access this inner core of peace, of beauty, of love, of wisdom, of power, of tremendous energy. And it's in you right now. You don't need to attain it. You don't need to achieve it. There is nothing you need to do but learn how to access it. Once you're able to access it, here's what happens. You experience yourself as the perfect being you already are. There is no question of being unworthy or not good enough or any of these other concoctions that are made up by the ego. These are stories made up by the ego. I'm unworthy, I'm not good enough, something is wrong with me. All of that stuff. I need to improve myself. I need to be better. No, you're starting with perfection. That perfection is in you right now, right here. You don't need anything special to become perfect. You already are. And so is everybody else. Let's get that clear too. There is no one better than anyone. They're made of the same stuff you're made of. So we are all equal. We are all of the same stuff. Now from here, when we bring this energy, we access it and bring it out into our world and we bring it to our egoic mind, we're starting from a place that is so profoundly wonderful for the ego. The ego now knows that I am worthy. I am good enough. There is nothing wrong with me. Okay? My human body might be fragile. My mind may not be perfect. I may have many flaws. But the identity, the true me, is perfect in all ways. My humanness is flawed, absolutely flawed, and always will be. That which is flawed, our humanness, will never be perfect, and that which is perfect, our soul, will never be flawed. This is the beauty of it. Now that affects our self-esteem in ways that we don't doubt ourselves anymore. We go to the next level. This brings us to a sense of feeling love and belonging, not only with this special someone that we look for who will make us feel special, because we already feel special, right? But we begin to feel this love all around us. And I will speak to you a lot more about how to generate and develop these aspects of yourself. You will then begin to feel a sense of love coming to you from all parts of the world, from nature, from people, from everywhere. because you're not a hungry person. You are a source of love. You are radiant in that love. You are radiating it to the entire world. See, you're abundant in that love. I have experienced all of this, so I share with you my own journey because I struggled with it. I was not able to quiet my mind. I was not able to access this inner self, this soul. And when I did, and when I learned how to utilize its energy and bring it into my life, I found that it affected everything. So I would love to share with you how to go about that. Now we come to feeling a sense of safety in this world. True safety. A deep sense of safety, knowing that you are indestructible because your soul is energy. It is indestructible. So now your ego and your mind becomes aware of that fact too. And it realizes, I am safe. Nothing can destroy me. Nothing can harm me. See, the ego by itself is perishable and therefore is always needing to feel safe because it can be destroyed. The ego itself can be destroyed. The body can be destroyed. It's a very scary place to be in this world. So when you base your existence on this inner self, there is no more of that fear. And finally, you come to the place of your physiology, to your existence in the world. And existence now becomes a pleasure. It becomes something wonderful that you can enjoy. This is the mastery of humanness. And this is what I would love to share with you more about in the upcoming videos. This is going to be a fantastic journey. It is a journey that I would compare to the hero's journey talked about by Joseph Campbell, about how we go through the demons of our mind and enter into the hidden inner cave of the soul and bring that treasure out into the world. I'll be talking more about it, so stay with me. I don't want to make this video too long. And if you'd like to know how to access superpower that you have within you, I would love to share with you all that I have learned through mystics, through masters, and through my own experience. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you've enjoyed this kind of talks, and I'd love to have your views in the comments, your experiences, whether you agree, whether you disagree. I love it all. I will respond to every comment that you make, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, be safe. Love you.